Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Rings of Power Season 2, Episode 8. That's it, the final episode of this Season 2 of The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. If you don't know it, guys, I watched with you all of the Season 1 and right now all of the Season 2. You can binge watch, all of my reaction videos into the chronological order with the playlist that I made for it. I'm gonna put the link right there into the eye in case you're interested. Like, we just finished this Season 2 and you want more, so you can rewatch everything if you can be interested. Okay, I'm really excited about this final episode, even if I have to say it into my personal life. Right now the mood is pretty heavy, but I woke up this morning being really excited about this final episode and how it's gonna be. Like, clearly Khazad-dûm, what is gonna happen right there with the dwarves, with normally the creature that they woke up because they digged too far, too deep. Yes, we're talking about the Balrog for sure. I think that we are all waiting to see it and we are all excited about it. I'm saying all, but at the same time I'm like, hardcore fans, I see you, I know you, I saw that you were not really satisfied by the fall of Eregion that we had during the previous episode. Me, I said it, I appreciated it a lot. For me, the battle really felt realistic, felt great. It was not choreographed like some of the battles that we can have into Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, and also into the Rings of Power, the movies. It was less choreographed, it was more realistic. I appreciated it. I had some little things to say about, for example, the battle stopping like that just because suddenly they are showing Galadriel. And also, for me, in fact, my favorite part of the previous episode, it was not that much the battle itself, it was the discussions, the moments between Celebrimbor and Sauron, between Celebrimbor and Galadriel. The intensity of these moments, I think that we have to give a lot of credit, a lot of love to the actor who played Celebrimbor because he gave everything during these moments and they were perfect. But the little thing, that maybe I didn't appreciate about it, it was about Sauron, like Celebrimbor was so intense and Celebrimbor was so much into the moment and was giving so much, to the viewers that in comparison, Sauron, the biggest villain all time, felt not enough, was not charismatic enough in my opinion, and I was expecting even more coming from him because finally he was revealed as Sauron to Celebrimbor. Celebrimbor opened his eyes about that. So with that reveal, I was expecting another attitude coming from Sauron, something more, something deeper, with his character, and making the big voice like that during just one sentence was clearly not enough for me. Except for that, yes, I appreciated the last episode, but I saw that some hardcore fans were not satisfied because of the end, because of things, which were not accurate with the books. That I can totally understand, and even if, I'm not sharing your feelings about it, at least I can understand your feelings. What I don't understand is the fact that a lot of you were mad as hell because of the kiss between Galadriel and Elrond being like, it can't be, it's not happening into the books, and all of that, it's really bad. And clearly it's not happening into the books. Clearly you saw how shocked I was during that moment. I was really like, how can it be? And at the same time I was like, okay, you're trying to create something. But really in 1 second after the scene, after the shocking moment, I told you, it can't be. It can't be. They created that, because maybe Elrond gave her something. We saw that he touched himself, just before. So clearly he gave her something into the mouth, into the hands, for her to release herself. And the fact that, people are mad about that moment, I'm like, didn't you see that Elrond did that on purpose? That clearly it was not a kiss of love, it was a kiss to be a diversion for that, you know, to give her that thing, that no feelings were involved right there. Like, I really don't think at all that these writers, they want to create a love relationship between these two, not a real one. It was a diversion for everyone being around right there, for Adar and everyone. And I have the impression that now it's a diversion also for you, the viewers, the hardcore fans. Like, you want so much to hate this show, to hate things into this show, that you can't give them the credit of the fact that, hey, they imagine that scene to be a diversion. No, they don't want to make it canon, that love relationship. Don't give them that intention, what clearly that scene was not written for that. I understand your anger if it's about, okay, we understood that, but at the same time, for the noobs, you know, who are discovering this show, now they're gonna be in love with that potential love relationship, they're gonna ship them when they shouldn't, you know, they shouldn't bait people with that, they shouldn't play with that, it's forbidden and all. That maybe I could understand your feelings, your hate if it's about that, but I really have the impression that, you know, noobs like regular fans like me, we are okay with that moment. It's really the hardcore fans who are not okay with that moment, but it's the same hardcore fans who are still watching this show when, since season 1, episode 1, they are talking bad about this show. So at some point I'm really like, maybe stop watching it, like, don't hurt yourself that much, like, if it's too painful for you. Or like that, like, I don't want you guys to be that much in pain, no? I don't know. So as you can see, I'm into really an excited mood for that final episode. Maybe because we're gonna be with the dwarves, and they're clearly my favorite narrative arc, I think, of this season at least. Like, for sure, all of the fall of Eregion, spending time with all of the rest of the characters, it was cool. But I have really something for Durin and Disa and all. But same, you know, some hardcore fans, they dislike Disa. How can you dislike Disa? You know, her when she's using, I don't know how to say it, her power, you know, when she's talking to the rocks, they are hating it, they are saying that no, it can't be, it doesn't look like that, you have the impression that she's Batwoman because she talked to the bats, like, hey, guys, calm your hearts, you know, like, really, find peace for your heart and all, and again, if you don't appreciate what you are watching, just leave. Like, it's so easy. Like, with me saying that, you can understand that the heavy mood that I was talking about during the beginning of this intro, when I'm into an heavy mood like that, I'm not being diplomatic, you know. I'm not taking, you know, sweet gauntlets to tell you things and all of that. No, I'm going for it. So that's, you know, it's also a warning for this episode. If I'm gonna have things that I'm gonna love them deeply. If I'm gonna have things that I'm gonna dislike, I'm gonna hate them deeply. Like, it's gonna be the same for this episode, and my reactions during this episode, no diplomacy, not at all. I'm gonna be fully into things. That's a warning for you guys also. Be careful on the comments and all. You know, like, I can really come for you also into the comments. Be careful. Yes, let's stop this intro, let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, on my Patreon, you add all of these reaction videos for all of the season earlier. Now, I'm not sure that it's interesting for you anymore to say that, but something which is interesting is the fact that on my Patreon, you have two possibilities. With the level 2, you have a longer reaction part than the version that I'm posting on YouTube. And with the level 3, you have the full reaction part, meaning all of my reactions and my thoughts about the entire episode. So if you want these advantages, you have my Patreon for that. If you just want to support me, you can come on my Patreon and you're gonna have these advantages. You know, it's functioning both sides. If you want and if you can, also, like, times are difficult for everyone. Believe me, I know about it, so don't force yourself. If you can just stay on YouTube, you can support me by liking, subscribing, commenting. For YouTube, it's only about numbers. Me, it's mostly about your comments, you know, that I'm reading all of them, I'm liking some of them, I'm responding to you also when I think that the discussion can be interesting, and also don't hesitate. Let's go for this episode! Too much? Too deep? We know! We are waiting for it since so long!
I said, take it off! We'll take off the whole hog!
You're strong enough to wield an axe.
But not to do that to your
Well,
dad?
you're strong enough to use it against your father.
I think he is.
No, father. I'm not. You've always been stronger than me.
Against his father, no, but against someone who is
Do you remember when I was a wee lad?
putting everyone at risk.
And we'd arm wrestle. And then you'd slam it down again.
You're trying to reach him.
There was nothing stronger than my father. Be strong again, father. Take it off. I beg you. A dwarf should never beg. Come and see, my son. Come and see the true wealth of our mountain.
Mitchell.
Behold, the dynasty of Durin.
Oh, your eyes?
To see our mountain the way I do, you have to wear a ring, my son. It's no Iron Mountain, father.
Yes, and the ring is
You
consuming.
told me that. With these rings, it could be.
Oh, the light coming on his face because of the Balrog, you know, like the fire. Oh, that was so well done. I'm sorry, it's gonna be awful for them, for the dwarves, but to see you, I'm so excited! Durin.
Durin! Durin! I never let you lift your hand. It's you, just you, getting stronger. Look at me, my son. King Durin.
Oh, wow! Oh, I have... It can't, we know it! Oh, wow! I'm sorry, the moment, the music, everything! They got me.
Manwë promised you would come, but my faith in you, old friend, did not.
Old friend?
You know me. We are as kin, 5 of us there were. You were the one who convinced me to leave the uttermost west for this world, because you knew none of us could ever hope to defeat Sauron alone. Eleanor Brandyfoot, and Poppy Proudfellow, you need not worry. I have seen to it. The small ones are safe. Poppy, Nori, I instructed they were not to be harmed. I thought these nomads might help me find you. I see now I was foolish to place trust in such low company.
So what? You're gonna kill them? Just to prove that you can, that you're his friend?
Muscles! Muscles down!
Dark Wizard. That is a name I do not embrace. Pity will not defeat Sauron. Walk with me, and in time we will both be his successors.
No.
I would sooner walk this desert forevermore, nameless and forgotten. Then you give me little choice, old friend.
Oh, you need to find your stuff now!
When your senses have returned, I will be waiting.
I can only react like that, you know.
We have learned why Miriel was able to bewitch the sea. It would seem she has an ally of cunning powers. An ally who was already bruised.
Sauron.
All so-called faithful are now declared traitors of Westerness.
Oh, really? The level of lies of bullshit right there?
Father, please. There's no time to explain.
At least you're still protecting him.
What cowardice have I ever shown to make you think I would even consider making safe my own skin at the peril of yours?
My place is here. You know it is.
And where is mine? If not with you.
It is called Narsin. We claim your lordship, and with this sword, destiny.
Pretty cool. Less cool, less cool. Ouais. Maybe. Galadriel, you're still there? But come on, girl! Yo! Like, Celebrimbor and her talking together, it was during the night. Right there, it's... it has been how many hours? Okay, she saved people at least. Ah!
I'm the one who your father wants. Set them free. And I will go willingly.
It's worse than I thought. Already, Galadriel, you're a little disappointment right there. Excuse me, what? The torture, the cruelty?
Look what you have done to yourself. Tell me where you hid in the rings. And I'll end your suffering now. It must be nearly noontide. Aren't you still in the kingfishers? Night.
lies and the manipulation right now, don't you understand that it's not gonna work anymore on him?
But the rings are beyond your reach, as I shall be ere long. For soon I shall go, yours is the morning, born hence by a wind that you can never follow.
The Brimber, like really the intensity that he's putting on himself. You know, playing this character, like, again, in comparison, Sauron seems a little lame.
There are ways of keeping you alive. Your only craft is treachery.
Manipulation.
Your shall betray the very hand that forges it. The words are empty. Oh,
Coming from you?
no, hear me. Hear me! Shadows, Mordor. Hear the dying words of Galadriel.
He's provoking you, so you're gonna kill him.
Shall destroy you. And in the end, I foresee, one alone shall prove your utter ruin! You're wrong. I am the creator. I am the master.
You just gave him
You
his
are
death.
prisoner, Sauron. Lord of the Rings.
You deserve that death. And we for now, Celebrimbor, you deserved it. Is that tears? I'm not sure of that vision of Sauron. For me, Sauron.
Are you him? Are you Sauron? I have many names.
It's too human, you know, to cry.
This is yours.
I don't agree with that little moment. But Celebrimbor, my dear, amazing. Amazingly played, written.
To replace the ones Theo lent me.
You can sit out there.
You're not with your boyfriend, your fiancé.
Are you building a home?
Hagen started laying the foundation a few days ago. He asked the gods to keep our love strong as long as the home stood.
I'm happy for you.
I always thought his kindness was what love felt like. But when he said it, I felt ill.
Why are you telling me this?
If it's not to do something with it, girl, you shouldn't say it, you know. To make him and yourself suffer, it's not fair.
Come with me. Come with me to Numenor.
It's a disgrace to see this place, isn't it? It's not coming. Isildur, your sister will be so pleased to hear we found you.
What about his father?
Trust there's room on the ship. Plenty. Then one more should be no trouble.
See you in you.
No passage for no men. I survived an eruption.
What?
My sister's a guild member. My father posted captain to Queen Regent Milia. Surely an exception can be made. I'm afraid you're mistaken. My father is now king, and yours is wanted for treason. If I'd had it my way, the old fool would be dead. I saved your life. You missed. Shall I have them slaughter the horse?
Oh, I'm leaving for the day you little asshole is gonna be punished for all of what you said and did.
Adar is no longer a colony of Numenor, but a fortress for its soldiers. And I am its commander. And wishes to remain
You, commander!
Remember,
was
Little
around the
screwed.
forest.